Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Longhorns will kick it away to start. Here he comes with the return. Offense in an empty set. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Just going to keep it after the snap. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Hauls it in. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. This time it's complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the right side. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. And they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The choke plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. So here comes the Michigan offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Got out of trouble and throws. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Touchdown, Texas! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And he puts through the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morgan. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The give to the tailback. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy in the ground.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. The Longhorns racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. They're working that left side. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they can't make the connection.
This just looks like too much backyard football from this quarterback right now. We've already seen a pick in this game. Bad fundamentals on that last throw, throwing it off his back leg. He needs to trust his coaching. He just needs to settle himself down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Wolverine! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Wingo. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Got enough for the first. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Caught behind the line. It's Lockett. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. They're testing the right side here. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
This time they'll go to the running game. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel in the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Caught over the middle. It's Lockett. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Maryland. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Looking for space. It's Udo. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Bringing the heat. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Got it behind the line. It's Baxter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking to throw on 3rd. Shoots it to the left. Trying to barrel in. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Trying to bull his way in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. That's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, the ground game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He's inside the 15. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The return is brought down at the 40, and the Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Gets it inside the 40. Brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And that is no good. An opportunity to really build this lead goes by the boards, but it's still a 19-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just
breaks into the open. Slithers into space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to pass, it's Manning. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. Breaks the tackle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they used great timing with this call.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And the beatdown has ensued. He'll try to tack on one more. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football, and try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be looking to run. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, looking to pass. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Finding open areas. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game. especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there. Now it's fourth down.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. App State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 17 over Charlotte. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here comes the Michigan offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Quarterback will keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that
Loses 2. Third down coming up.
one. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the... Here comes the Texas offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Wide receiver comes in motion. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The inside handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're facing a 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. It's caught. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now, he'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Got a man. It's Marsh. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down.
Makes a grab past the marker. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Quarterback keeps it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Wants to adjust the pattern. Shotgun snap on third down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field. You've given up a lot of yards on this drive. But if they go for this here on fourth down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. So now it's 2nd and long.
27, jump!
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
At the 40, there he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Here's the give off the left side. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
That makes the score. Texas.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air, it's Underwood. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Morgan. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Deep shot for the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
One more play to pad the stats. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Looking for the score. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.